Your life is going through a holy interruption, and heaven started it. You're not supposed to be here. You were drawn into a timeline where God is revealing what has already been written over you by divine appointment, which brought you to this exact moment. Beloved, the signs you see are not just your imagination. They are proof that the supernatural God who heals, accelerates, and lifts has entered your story with supernatural intent. What you are seeing is the start of a breakthrough that has been kept for its right time, just like it says in Habakkuk 2:3 that the vision will come and not wait. Things that seemed lost are being found again. What made you feel denied is being changed. What you thought was over is coming back to life because of divine funding working in your favor. Heaven is flipping outcomes, lining up steps, and planning a transfer that can't be stopped because your future is safe. You can still feel the truth of it in the quiet parts of your spirit. Not all reminders come in the form of words. There are times when it shows up as something steady and still, just below this moment. Chosen one, there is a reason why your spirit has been feeling that soft pressure and stirring that won't let you stay where you are. There is a holy thing coming toward you. Something has been building behind the veil for a long time, even before you asked for help or knew how deeply heaven cared about your future. What's going on around you right now is not a coincidence. These events are perfectly timed by God, just like when He spoke light into darkness. You are on the edge of something big, and heaven is paying for what's next. Please hear this with all your heart. There are times in life when you just want to stay alive, keep going, and try to figure out what closed doors and quiet nights mean. On top of that, there are holy times when God changes everything at once. Dear beloved, if you found this video, I don't think it was by accident. God has a way of leading His chosen ones exactly where they need to be. We want to be honest with you, family. From these videos, we earn nothing. Every video is created purely out of love for God and love for you. It is your small gifts and donations that encourage us to keep going, to keep making content like this for His glory. Without your support, this mission would be very hard to carry. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to every one of you who has given. God sees you and God will honor you. There is a family waiting for you on our community platform. Brothers and sisters who came broken, came searching, and found something life-changing. Not just content, but people who truly care. Our most faithful supporters are featured on our platform. A place of honor for those who sow into this ministry. You are chosen, you are loved, and there is a home waiting for you. Find the community link in the description. Come home, beloved. We are waiting for you. I've lived long enough, prayed long enough, and been humble enough to know the difference. 1. The air around you right now has the same holy weight that I've felt before every big step forward in my own life. The shift that lifted me in ways I couldn't have done on my own is now hovering over you, anointed one. It was the same shift that kept me from falling. As proof in the courts of heaven, everything they tried to use against you is now used against them. Every mistake, delay, snub, and time someone thought less of you than they did, God has collected them all. He did this not to shame you with the past, but to prepare you for the future. Heaven doesn't just give you back what you lost. It makes up for what you went through. It was in my own wilderness that I learned that. In my life, there were times when I thought lack would win. Only when I thought I had nothing left to hold on to did God remind me that the vision will come. just as it says in Habakkuk 2:3, not too fast or too slow, just right. Dear family, if this prayer has touched your heart today, I want to invite you to stand with us. Our community is built on faith, love, and the power of prayer together. You can support this mission through the link below. Every gift, big or small, keeps this light burning for thousands of brothers and sisters around the world. God bless every one of you who gives. See you in our community. The link is waiting for you. Chosen one, your time is coming up quickly, like a rising storm of goodness, alignment, and supernatural provision. You might not be able to see it fully yet, but you can feel it. At least one part of you has been waking up. There's been a whisper that says, get ready. Even on days when everything else seemed to be still, your chest has been burning. It's not intuition like that. It's not optimism like that. Anointed one, that is the inner witness of someone who has been marked for divine elevation. Heaven is looking over your patience, obedience, character, and the fact that you didn't give up even though all logic told you to. For that reason, a unique gift is being sent your way. Something supernatural that can't be explained by hard work or human strategy. I've only seen it a few times in my life, and it comes quickly when it does. Remember the times you were hanging on by a thread. The nights when you tried to fall asleep but couldn't because of the weight of what you lacked. The places that were quiet and you asked God if He saw you still. I've also been through those things. I have asked myself things. I've been wondering if I got the path wrong. But every single time, God showed that the silence wasn't a sign of abandonment. It was building work. He was strengthening the foundations of who I was becoming by helping me build capacity, stretching my spirit, and doing so. He is also taking care of you. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not forgotten. You are being put in place. That's why some doors didn't open earlier. This is why some relationships ended quickly. This is why you felt alone when you really needed help. Heaven was preparing you for the weight of what you are now ready to carry through a divine classroom and spiritual training. Chosen one, you may not know this yet, but your obedience during hidden seasons has earned you spiritual equity. Heaven keeps records that people on earth can't see. You didn't waste any time when you were kind, when you felt hurt, when you forgave instead of getting back at someone, or when you kept going when life didn't give you praise. In the unseen realm, they became currency. Now that currency has grown up, it's becoming supernatural funding. Anointed one, the resources that were given to you are no longer waiting. They are busy. That's because I've been there when waiting turns into letting go, when prayer turns into manifestation, and when endurance turns into elevation. The signs around you, your sudden clarity, your rising inner strength, and the peace that keeps touching your mind, are all signs that God is bringing you into a funded future. And this isn't just any funding. It's not a small relief or short-term breakthrough, the kind of provision that changes everything that is linked to your name. It's called transformational provision, legacy-shaping provision, generational shifting provision. Chosen one, heaven doesn't make noise. Heaven pays for what we need. Destiny is paid for by heaven. Heaven gives money to people who can live in deserts without running out of oil. As for you, anointed one, you have shown that your heart can carry what your calling needs. That's why the pressure has grown. Pressure always precedes release. Pressure confirms that breakthrough is close. When you feel pressure, it means that the spiritual vault that is linked to your name is starting to open. You have been chosen, and the shift has already begun. Chosen one, this moment has a holy weight to it that only shows up when heaven is about to reveal something that has been promised for a long time. If your spirit has been restless, if your dreams have been louder, if your inner world has felt like it is stretching beyond what your life currently reflects, that's because God is expanding the territory inside of you before He expands the territory around you. What you've felt is not your imagination. It's alignment. It's getting ready. It's the clear sign that a funded future is getting closer. And I need you to hear me with clarity. You are not entering a season where God just fixes what is broken. You are entering a season where God repays you, restores you, and rewrites the story with such precision that even the parts you didn't understand will suddenly become important parts of a divine architecture. Before you go, I want you to know there is a home waiting for you, a place where we pray together, grow together, and support one another every single day. Visit our website through the link below to join our prayer family, and if your heart leads you, to sow a seed into this ministry. Your support is what makes it possible for us to keep going. Thank you, and God bless you richly. Chosen one, there were chapters of your life that you felt were wasted, years that felt like they were consumed by disappointment, and times when you tried to force outcomes that kept slipping through your fingers. I have had that experience many times. For years, I felt like I had ruined my chances, missed my timing, or fallen too far behind for anything important to happen. But God showed me that what I thought was stagnation was actually strategy every single time. He was preserving me by hiding me, refining me, pruning me, etc. His work is the same with you, anointed one. Heaven is not late. Heaven is exact. There is also a first time in a long time that the timelines of heaven and your readiness are starting to meet. Supernatural funding is released at the intersection of divine timing and spiritual maturity. You might have looked back on your life and wondered why you weren't further along, why the opportunities you prayed for kept going to other people, and why you were always the one giving, supporting, encouraging, and pouring, but rarely getting anything in return. All of these were not punishments. Assessments were made. Your heart strength, your motivations, and your endurance were all being tested by God. He was going to give you more than you ever asked for, not because He didn't trust you. Chosen one, before God gives someone money, He checks out their foundation, and your foundation has stood strong, even though it has been cracked by life and storms. Life has tried to make you tough, but you have stayed soft. Even though it was tempting, you stayed honest. You stayed faithful even when you couldn't see any results. These are the things that heaven looks for. These are the traits that heaven likes. Anointed one, the funding that is coming to you is not just financial, though financial resources will come in. Instead, God is releasing clarity first. That cuts through the confusion, clarity that boosts confidence, clarity that shows you the next step without any fear. God started giving me clarity in my life, and I remember it. It didn't come with fireworks. It came on slowly, like how dawn lights up a room before you even realize the sun is up. Things started to make sense. Uncertainty was replaced by peace. My inner voice got stronger. All of a sudden, I knew which way I had been planning to walk the whole time. That same clarity is now coming to you. Chosen one. This clarity isn't just a thought. It's your divine compass turning on. I want you to hold on to this peace for today. Do something different for a second. Go to the comments and type, "My path is clear. My mind is ready." Let's build a wall of surety around the community today. Funding for supernatural things starts in the spirit world. long before they show up in the physical world. Intuition, dreams, unexpected boldness, divine restlessness, and the unraveling of old desires that don't fit your destiny are all ways that heaven makes announcements. You should see these signs that provision is coming toward you, not away from you. And this is what you need to know: the recent opposition, the strange resistance, the sudden distractions, and the emotional pressure were all signs that danger was close, not far away. Everything tries to pull you back into old versions of yourself, just as you are about to make a breakthrough. This is not because you are failing, but rather because you are about to transform. I've been through that battle inside myself many times. Old wounds resurfaced, old fears whispered, and old habits tried to grab me as elevation drew near. This wasn't because I was weak, but rather because I was shedding identities that wouldn't work in the following season. You are shedding old identities right now, Anointed One. Why has your appetite changed? Some relationships feel misaligned because of this. This is why the things that used to make you feel better now make you feel empty. God is taking away the things that can't handle the weight of your next level. Chosen One, you're entering a realm of professional vision where effort multiplies, timing lines up, people arrive just when you need them, and doors open before you even knock. That is divine funding. There is a supernatural favor there. That's God telling you, I've got your back. But listen up. Divine funding doesn't move through chaos. It moves through alignment. That alignment in your life right now is not a mistake. It's the result of every season you lived through, every lesson you learned, and every tear you prayed through. You've already been ready. You were put to the test. You've been pushed. You are now evolving into the person who can manage the blessing without losing your identity. Blessed One, the path you took to get here will not look anything like the future you are about to enter. Getting through the past required survival. Planning for the future will require strategy. Sticking with things in the past required endurance. Growing in the future will require expansion. You had to hold on to the past. Now you have to take action for the future. You're about to find out who you really are, Chosen One, in heaven. And when this change starts to happen in your life, you won't wonder if it's God. You'll figure it out. There will be no doubt about the peace. The provision can't be argued with. The doors will be hard to explain. It will be just the right time. This is the moment everything was setting me up for. Chosen One, your spirit will say. There is a holy reason why your spirit has been feeling a pull, a shift, and an unmistakable summons into deeper territory. Anointed One, heaven is getting you ready for a place of vision unlike any other place you've been. God always strengthens the inner vessel before the blessing shows up in the outside world. What He's investing in you is too important to be built on weak foundations. So, in ways you didn't always understand, He has been fortifying you. You felt like the heavens were closed, and your prayers were going back and forth without answers at times when you thought God was quiet. I understand how you feel. I've been through times when I told God everything and still didn't have clarity. Times when I wondered if He had forgotten the promises He had made to me. But now that I think about it, those were the times when God was working behind the scenes, changing my path, getting rid of things that weren't helping me, and getting my spirit ready to hold everything He had planned. He has been doing that very thing for you, Chosen One, Anointed One. You have been going through a divine refinement that looks like a delay. Things were going on even though you thought nothing was. Heaven has been pruning your steps, testing your intentions, boosting your resolve, sharpening your discernment and reawakening your spiritual senses. There were no punishments in the tests you had to take. They were proofs. Show that you wouldn't fold when things get tough. Show proof that you won't mess up your assignment. Show that people can trust you with more. Chosen one, you did not find this video by chance. God placed you here, and just as He led you to this prayer, He may be leading you to something more. A family of believers who walk this journey together every single day. Visit our community through the link in the description, and if your heart is moved to sow a seed into this ministry, know that we receive it with gratitude and faith. God bless you, beloved, chosen one. This is why you made it through storms that were meant to destroy you. This is why things that hurt other people didn't hurt you. You were getting ready for an assignment that would be much more difficult than the challenges you faced. Now that the quiet testing season is over, the supernatural revealing season has begun. But here's something that most people don't see. Before God starts funding a future, He often stops things that aren't working. Because of this, some opportunities have vanished. This is why some relationships ended. That's why doors that were easy to open before close all of a sudden. God didn't say no to you. He told you what to do. In order for the blessing to land where your spirit, not your emotions, were guiding you, He was resetting the trajectory of your life. I remember times when it seemed like everything was about to unravel right before God raised me up. I didn't see the pattern at the time, but I do now. What can't stand up to the weight of the blessing is taken away by heaven. Heaven makes room for the new, so it can come in without any competition. The noise is turned down by heaven, so you can hear the whisper of instruction. That same divine pattern has been at work in your life, anointed one, whether you knew it or not. If you are the chosen one, the supernatural provision moving toward you is not a coincidence. Alignment is to blame for it. Also, you can't make alignment happen. It's something you become. Through endurance, obedience, remaining faithful in the dark, and refusing to give up your identity even when life tried to hide it, you have come into alignment. Heaven is now behind you as a result. Also, I want to be clear. What's coming will not be subtle. Heaven is shining a spotlight on your upcoming chapter, not to praise you, but to show who carried you. God. What you say won't matter as much as the anointing on your life. The atmospheres will change as a result of your presence. Favor will be drawn to your resilience. Your faith will bring you resources you didn't expect. This is what it means to walk in a funded destiny, anointed one. You also need to know that this kind of provision is not made by chance. It is aimed at. Heaven doesn't pour out on empty hopes. The purpose is filled with heaven. Heaven provides funding for assignments that build, heal, lift, restore, and transform. You have a depth, compassion, and vision that can be trusted with supernatural supply because of everything you have been through. That's why the last season felt so heavy. You were getting bigger, not breaking. In order for you to not sabotage, fear, or shrink from the blessing, God was stretching your spiritual capacity. You would stand there with holy confidence. Family, we pour everything into these videos because we believe in what God is doing through this community. We earn nothing from this channel. It is your love and your support that keeps this light alive. If this prayer blessed you today, come and be part of what He is building. The link is in the description. Join us. And if you feel led to give, even the smallest seed carries a great harvest. Thank you, and God bless every one of you. Chosen one, some people will not get this change. They won't comprehend how you got to where you are now so quickly, how doors opened for you without explanation, and how opportunities found you when you weren't looking for them. The nights you cried, the trials you went through, and the sacrifices you made when no one applauded you will be forgotten. Only the elevation will be visible to them. Allow them to talk. Let them be curious. Getting favor doesn't need an explanation. The blessing that is coming to you is not just for you. This may surprise you. It's for every person whose life your obedience will change. Because of the generations associated with your name, the wealth, clarity, doors, and connections are being released. Time is not being paid for by God. A legacy, a lineage, and an anointed one future that will last longer than you are being funded by Him. Dear beloved, if you found this video, I don't think it was by accident. God has a way of leading His chosen ones exactly where they need to be. We want to be honest with you, family. From these videos, we earn nothing. Every video is created purely out of love for God and love for you. It is your small gifts and donations that encourage us to keep going, to keep making content like this for His glory. Without your support, this mission would be very hard to carry. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to every one of you who has given. God sees you and God will honor you. There is a family waiting for you on our community platform. Brothers and sisters who came broken, came searching, and found something life-changing. Not just content, but people who truly care. Our most faithful supporters are featured on our platform, a place of honor for those who sow into this ministry. You are chosen, you are loved, and there is a home waiting for you. Find the community link in the description. Come home, beloved. We are waiting for you. This is about more than just you. It's about your kids, your family, and everyone who knows your name. Type, "The generational curse stops with me," if you want to be the one to end the cycle of lack forever. As a permanent symbol of victory for your lineage, leave that comment. What you are about to go through is not just a personal change, generational issues. Because you said yes, cycles will end. Your faith will end the lack of things. The blessing you are about to carry will break down patterns that have been wrong in your family line. You are the interruption from God. You are the turning point. Because of your bloodline, heaven chose you to change what they thought was permanent. Listen up, chosen one. You're almost there. It looks like the spiritual vault that was given to you is starting to open. Provision is already there. Hey there, hey there, hey there, hey, hey, hey there, hey, hey.